Welcome. This video is about a class called TechVentures. The numbers are Mechanical Engineering 452/552. In the video, I'm going to tell you about the class. I'm going to give some reasons why you might want to consider taking this class. I'm going to talk about the Lean startup movement and how the class works. TechVentures is about technology companies, we've all heard of the big ones, and about really cool technology products. This product by Cogito allows an iPhone to be used to make a three-dimensional video. It's very cool. And the designer or lead designer on this product was Josh Hartung, who is a University of Idaho graduate, providing products for the aircraft industry. And the chief executive officer and founder of this company is Nate Calvin, who is a graduate of the University of Idaho. So TechVentures is about University of Idaho students learning how to, number one, design really cool technology products. Number two, go through the startup process and arrive at successful technology companies and create companies that build a better world. So why take TechVentures? Well, first off, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to really push the envelope on what's possible with a college class. Second reason, designing technology is really fun. Third, technology companies like Apple, Microsoft, they change the world. Number four is the challenge. Anyone who's been in this game knows it's very difficult, and if you're like me, you like to take on high challenges and see if you can succeed. And perhaps the most important reason is that there's a group of people led by Stephen Blank who have really found the secret sauce for launching successful startups. So this is Stephen Blank, and according to Wikipedia, Blank has developed a scientific approach that can be applied to startups, and it improves their product success, and it's really about balance between designing the product and understanding the customer. And this is a process that we're going to use in TechVentures. So the Lean startup movement, it's about a bunch of people. So there's Stephen Blank and all his partners in the Bay Area. There's Stanford, Berkeley, and some schools nationally. There's the National Science Foundation, the NCIIA, which is the National Collegiate Inventors and Innovators Alliance. And it's all these people across the country and literally in the world trying to figure out how do we make startups succeed and how do we teach this to university students. The Lean startup movement is also about the scientific method, which in simple terms means get data to figure out what works and learn from the data. The third aspect of the Lean startup movement is the use of the business model canvas. And the fourth aspect is agile design. Let me now show you what the business model canvas looks like. So I'll go over here and expand this. Now the business model canvas was developed by Alex Oosterwalder. He's in Switzerland, and his central idea is that to actually design a business, there's 9 things you have to figure out. You have to figure out the value proposition, who your customers are, what your customer relations look like, etc. And you put this all together in a visual map, and then you continually improve this by getting data. And it's a real simple way to think about how to design a business. Next, I'd like to show you about agile design. Agile design is about massive idea generation and then very rapid prototyping and trying things out to find out what works. So if you like doing things hands-on, you'll love agile design. Next, I'd like to describe how the class works. And so it starts with students and their teams, and you get to find your cool idea. And then rather than thinking about it too much, right off the get-go, you'll build your business model and build a physical prototype using agile design. And then very rapidly get out of the building and get data and see how well your ideas work. You'll present your ideas and get feedback from a number of experienced professionals. And then, of course, learn from this cycle. And we'll go through this rather quickly, like in 1 week. The reason for going through this quickly is take all this good data and this good learning, and then the teams will improve their business model and improve their prototype. And so teams will be improving their business model and their prototype and then looping back. And this will happen about 8 times during the class. In parallel with this, over here, acquire knowledge. And then as you go through the iteration cycle, continually build knowledge. So it'll be a very knowledge-rich environment. To summarize how TechVentures works, it's all about teams coming up with their own ideas, being very hands-on. Students running the show, because we learn things when we do them ourselves. But it's very feedback-rich. So the idea is we're going to get a number of professionals helping you succeed. And so that kind of ties into the community here, lots of people, and then there's going to be a rich flow of knowledge through this whole process. So you're picking up the key ideas on how to make a startup go. Summary. What TechVentures is about you developing your own technology product and you developing your own business success. Why consider taking TechVentures? Well, learn how to innovate a technology, learn how to start a business, and of course have fun and adventure. How does the class work? You'll get access to killer knowledge. Then you'll apply this knowledge very hands-on, get rich feedback, and then repeat this cycle a number of times, and through this process, learn how to do a startup. So I'd like to close with a quote. This is by Steve Jobs at his famous commencement address at Stanford in 2005. Jobs tells us that time is limited. Don't waste your life living for someone else. Don't be trapped by dogma. Instead, follow your inner voice. Do what's important to you because your inner voice knows what you want. And so if you have an interest in designing cool technology and in organizing people to make a successful business to get this technology to market, consider taking TechVentures. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to see you in the class.